side. You know their names, you love them. It's Buster, Yakinda, Flit, Jame, and Kick It with some aggression towards Buster's domain early. My first opportunity to cast the outsiders, and we have got the 1xBet odds heavily favoring the favorites, believe it or not.
Surprise, surprise, and I think with the map pool even more so. I think one of the curious things is the fact that it's like the other teams picked into each other's strengths. Like going into Vertigo, I know outsiders got wrecked on it the other day against Furia, but this is a great map for them. And then one of the maps we've seen Sprout actually put up a bit of a fight has been Inferno, and that's where outsiders wanted to take it. Alex, are you safe?
I'm safe.
Okay, good. Well, Molly lined up. This one here is going to go over towards the Heaven position, construction, whatever you want to call it. Molly will land. It's going to flush back Kick It, and they can swarm mid here.
They will. Look at that. Great camp. Kick It. Good tag. He's not quite on the money, though. They flood in, and damn, deleted. Flit has no chance. Yakinda, he's getting info, but they're getting the plant. This is a really well-constructed pistol round. Really well-constructed.
Kind of put the reverse Uno card on this A bomb site here, haven't they?
Yeah.
So both of them over towards the ramp position, have to find 4. Not going to be an easy way in, especially with no kit right now. This is brute force from Buster. Trying to kill now. The round will fall apart, and there it is. Pistol round for Sprout, and a simple one right there. See the smoke over towards CT, comboed with that Molotov, enough to flush back any prying eyes. You can run down towards that elevated position and close on in.
I love it. I mean, especially because you know you're going to have a couple of pushed up short and ramp players that you just essentially make. Look, you saw it from Yakinda's POV. He gets one shot, but then you're flooding through your snipers, your Ellie. You've lost so much territory. I really like that, and let's see if Sprout can build into that. Like, they can't afford to lose to this one, and admittedly can't afford to spend a penny. Can outsiders? They're rocking a pure eco, the purest, crispest of economical rounds.
Should just be a farm session here. Spiidi's.
Oh, quick maths. That's 6 times 3.
They're just going to continue with these Mac 10s. Just
6 times. Oh.
Round. Oh, 1 for Flit. It's okay.
Marix and I did a little cocktail session yesterday.
Which cocktail did you pick of the bunch?
He went for a whiskey sour.
Oh, was it the same cocktails as last week?
It was. Chad, we're the only ones that are going to know that because we're here for the whole shebang.
That's right. Did you still get the same spiel?
We got the same spiel, except the guy recognized me and remembered my name.
Oh.
I was very flattered. Florian.
Okay.
Shout out to Florian, the cocktail master and maestro.
I'm sure a cocktail man has a name. Like, no. There's like there's probably a term.
Wait, Sprout have 2 rounds, believe it or not, as the weapons will come out. We got Jame in the server tonight.
Now look at this. This is we call this one the James Special, everybody. This is where your teammate will drop you an AWP. You will give them an M4 so that he, the man with the rifle, will go glass cannon, and you, the man with the AWP, will get armor.
That is the optimal strategy. Buster, the naked B defender.
Yes, good luck, Buster. You've been dealt a bit of a dud hand here. Don't worry about the type of armor. The Mac 10s will shred through you regardless. But perched up very quickly on middle here. And
is that unintentional?
I don't know, because oh, look how much damage that single nade just did to Buster with no armor.
Oh, watch this poor soul try and play the entire round as if he's got armor. That's one way to get some extra util damage. Oh, he's going to get banged, isn't he?
He's getting the Sanji treatment.
He is getting.
At least he got a gun.
They found a new one. Poor Buster as well. He's usually the banger. Breaking glass. That's
hello. Flit's gonna kill you.
That's a red carpet run for Flit.
Thank you, Governor.
Cheers, mate. See you later, alligator.
That molly was the one that I was showing you the other day that Crad threw, but he missed through it. And then I tweeted at my friend Nat out here, and he showed me that he had like 7 lineups for the same thing that all worked perfectly. Yeah, they land at the top of Scaff right there.
That's nice. Okay, big round now. Man advantage, albeit slightly enhanced by Buster's low HP and no armor. Slacks is just a moment's jiggle, an extended jiggle away from Flit's crosshair.
Oh, gonna hear the pin pulled. Flit swings on that, and he's gonna convert the kill. Bomb lose Crane. No double up though, still dicey.
Could go wrong. Marix contributes 2. It's up to Stare as well. The 2 new additions of Sprout. Oof, Marix gone. And Stare with 3 on his plate, walking through the grey screen, hoping to catch one with a nutmeg. They are staring at it though. That'll do nicely. Well played by Kick It. Buster lives on, no punishment there, and we will see a very quick response from the CT.
I'm a little bit disappointed Nutmeg didn't catch on. Now I just say in the fade of the smoke. When we had, it was really like Nutmeg, you know, I liked it. I really liked
it. We don't have anything that could possibly come close to a nutmeg other than that.
Yeah, you can't go through anybody's legs.
You can't. I mean, you could try.
I think they tried to do that against Amanek when we actually got to do G2.
Yeah.
All right, well, guns back out. Slax's AWP for sure. Buster. Bit of a nade situation there onto the toes.
Revenge is struck in the util damage wars. Kingdom, what's going on there? Stare, ready and waiting.
You know what's curious? Rouse in the interview is like, yeah, you got Marix, you know, he likes to get stuck in, he's super aggressive. And it's like, Stare is one of those more passive guys, you know, it's nice to have a good mix. And then when we had the Inferno game, and Stare just charging up Banana through the smokes every time, killing, it's like, did he get the names mixed up?
I think
Are they still too new that he got the names mixed up? But that is Stare with a big opening, and if he can treat Ramp like Banana, ooh, that could be a real tasty morsel for Sprout. But
you ever treated Ramp like Banana?
No, never tried to split it.
This is quite an aggressive pace. As the nades are thrown, he advances, and that is his duel. Buster gets away with it. That's how he's opted to hold B, and now he'll opt to play retake with the squad.
Are they opting to save, however, because Jame and Flit had a ramp covered. Now, I really like Outsiders retake B utility here. Now, they can smoke off towards the top of the stairs, right, over towards the sandbag. You watch them line it up. These guys, if they're going to go for it, they have geeky retake util. I love the way Outsiders do this.
Interesting first. Molly there. Kick at smokes. Spiidi's safe from the Molotov. Oh, and he does manage to separate Kickit from the pack. They might have given up on that now.
Well, the U2 was good, but the commit was before the flash, right? So a little bit unfortunate, and that is going to be the third round for Sprout now. 3 to be retained as far as the rifle department goes. James can drop an M4. Yukinda might be able to buy himself an MP9 and go for some of this A-ramp aggression, but all in all good. Sprout 3-1. Now, if paid by the round is going to be the case for the Outsiders here today, we might have a longie. They do need the win.
Talking of that, I mean, what is the closest Sprout came to taking a map?
Overtime against
was that first game?
Vitality.
It was, so yeah, it looks like a double overtime loss on Inferno is the best they've mustered so far. 16-11, 16-12 versus Furia. And it's not like they've been shying away from different maps. We've definitely seen Sprout picking Ancient.
Yeah.
They've been picking Vertigo, as we see here.
Oh, well, Marix is across.
Stare playing with fire as he aggresses and baits an orb shot. Buster loves this angle, and for good reason. You can see what it does to Marix, and on your head, son! He's gone. Rest should fall into place. Yukinda, a re-smoke, nice lineup enables him to continue to hold this and force through. They are running through. Oh, Yukinda, complete blind spot. He trusts in his teammate that much. Stare, very quick on the draw. He's got this AK primed and ready. Spiidi provides as well. 3-on-3, but low.
Yeah, it did take a lot of damage for all of that, didn't they? But it was awkward that Yukinda were completely trusted in Kick It like that.
I think Stare was almost like indecisive because of it. It's like, this dude's not looking at me.
Too much choice.
Yeah.
The problem with...
spoiled for choice. It is a product of our livelihoods.
I was going to say capitalism.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go there.
Yeah.
I did think.
But then I thought I'd stop myself, and then I said it anyway. But... here we go. Buster was floating middle. He has support coming back now. Jame and Flit are both rotating quite quickly here.
The illusion of choice, Chad, as opposed to that. Now, they think they've got options.
He saw a lot there. There's 2 middle.
30 seconds.
Going away.
Like the mid to
They
A.
like the dance, don't they?
Yeah, this is fun. And Flit flashed. Stare down. The rest all into the crosshairs. It slacks. Nearly hitting the quick scope. He's got a chance to plant if he gets around and gets it down. It's 2-on-1. Both from Ellie. Has a smoke. This gets interesting. They're trying to run him down. They don't want him to get away and reposition. And oh, James slips the net. Just a cursory glance, not there. As to the denial, and you can see that smoke, as soon as James heard the pin being pulled, he knew that was his sign to charge. He could not afford to let that orb disappear into the ether.
Yeah, good stuff. Very good stuff there, handled. But I like the play from Sprout to go back through middle to try and go back towards A. You could see just the rotation coming out from Outsiders. And one of the keys that was highlighted the other day when Harry and Hugo were doing the matchup Outsiders versus Furia was how much they were being toyed with. And this is the Outsiders, right? Because Furia would get a bunch of openings, and then they would just cut noise completely. And there was a lot of self-doubt and a lot of over-rotating coming in from Outsiders that would come back to haunt them throughout the game. I'm curious if Sprout are going to try anything from that playbook. It's not going to be easy to replicate. There's the little smoke push right there and the AWP retrieved. Buy again from Sprout. The plant has netted them this. Yakinda drops a flash, needs to think better of it. Kicker getting caught, but the flash is too good.
Yeah, full white screen for Stair. He didn't get a chance to voice a concern.
Marix is getting a bung end of this one over towards B, isn't he?
Yeah, with just the deagle this time. And Jay actually misses that one. He's not going to be punished. The trading game, or rather the bodyguarding game, is played very well here. Spiidi trying to retrieve the rifle. Unsuccessfully.
Now, if you missed the ramifications of this matchup right here, Outsiders need this to keep themselves in the running to go up against FaZe and Vitality. They already did beat FaZe. Ooh, okay. They already did beat FaZe, right? So the later game today is FaZe versus Vitality. I'd make sure you tune in for that. And then tomorrow is a big matchup. I believe it's Vitality versus Outsiders. Those three teams are battling against one another to get this third spot that is available. Furia have first, Ents are locked into second. It's just number 3. And we're not going to be getting 2 of those big names that I just mentioned. And if you at home want to take part as well in a bit of conversation with us, you can head over to the social medias, hashtag ESL Pro League. You can tweet at us, you can tweet at the desk, you can get involved. Because this game here is our second series of the day for Alex and I. And we want to make sure that you guys are enjoying your Saturday. What comes after Saturday?
Sunday?
Nailed it.
Buster's having so much fun here. He's got the freedom of his own decision making. Giving him the ace, he gets 4. But very much a player that's given a lot of freedoms on his B hold. I think he's done it so successfully for so long, and he's got so many pages now to how he likes to approach it, that essentially Outsiders can count on him. Slags, there's no armor. AK, he's got an extra one. Yakinda, a little lackadaisical.
They're chasing him. They're following him.
Is that something he considers? It is. Oh, how do you know he even got the crosser on the head? A bit of punch too much. But that's 4 now for the Outsiders, and I believe that's 3 in consecutive fashion. So we are starting to see the boys from Sprout continue to reinvest. The lost bonus racked up nicely, and we're going to be seeing them throw those AKs into the mix again. Chicka chicka wow.
DJ Alex on the mic. What would your DJ name be?
I was thinking Dis_Grace.
Okay, so is that a homage?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, a little CS-y. I am a bit of a disgrace at times. And 3, walking into Buster's hat. This is the extra side of the Buster coin. Like, he's been constantly a pesky nuisance on this side of the B stairs. Will you neglect to check? Oh. The flash is good, so is the frag. They finally win out on the opening battle of B.
What's the response, though? Yakinda seems to be patrolling A-ramp quite comfortably, and that will free up Kickit to rotate around if he ever so chooses. And Flit's pushing mid. So they're responding to this with some aggression. That's a curious smoke there, Spiidi.
Is that a cheat?
I think it was missed. I think it was meant to go towards B. Oh!
Hey, there you go.
That didn't miss.
No, quite the opposite. Breaks Flit's nose with a quick one, and now 5 still standing for Sprout.
Well, Kickit and Jame are close enough towards the B bomb site here to try and lock this down. Jame has a lot of utility, Kickit too, and Yakinda still over towards A. So if they continue in this setup, they're currently holding. Wait, James has been pulled back. Yeah, that's smoke towards A ramp. That was it.
Perfect. Even Kickit might gamble with them. It makes sense. You save if it's like feast or famine at this point, you know? You'd rather hold.
It's so much indecision right now, isn't
there? They don't know what they want to do.
But these 2, well, it was 2. This 1 molly and the smoke here could be enough if they were just to start lobbing out the utility now. They're still waiting. It's only 20 seconds. Yeah. They have to go B.
That's got to confirm it. Wait. Why are you waiting so long?
You have to go B now.
And
Gentlemen.
And now Outsiders are here.
Molly the site. Jay, molly the site. You win.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Sprout and the clock. Their worst enemy. Jane perhaps on the list as well. There's no time. Spiidi, desperate to die or survive. Yep, he's just gonna have to run away with his tail tucked. And
the problem is, Alex, you know how Kassad and Yanko were just doing that little breakdown on the tablets, and they were talking about like identifying where the AWP was against Zywoo, and they're not reacting against Vitality and spilling out Cat. This is the same thing. They had an opening kill. They had an opening kill within, what, the first 15, 20 seconds of the round?
Yes.
And they did nothing with it. They sent one guy into A who was clear, but they obviously weren't going to use it, right? They obviously weren't going to use the space that individual had. they were just going to send him in to be bait. And as soon as he dies, which he desperately had to try and do because his team wasn't moving...
What they didn't realize is, you know, I think in their mind, they needed Rals to have contact before the fake was sold. But in reality, it was the smoke he threw right at the start of that venture that did it.
Yeah.
And that was the window. I guess, you know, it's the smallest reads that these pro teams react and rotate off. It's hard to see that, obviously, in the chaos of the action, but a single smoke, that was their go. At that point, there was a single man towards connector, or rather, I should say, what do we call it? Yeah.
Connector?
Yeah, connector.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The thing with Vertigo is you can almost call anything you want.
Yeah. It's, do you remember the sandbags argument we've been having?
Yeah. Which sandbags?
Which sandbags?
The sandbags.
The sandbags. Come on. Here they come. Jame, Yakinda, both blind, sprayed, run down.
Nice.
That's a pace change. That is Flit's shooting gallery. He's got 3 charging towards him. He will play passive, play for the round. Are they overthinking it? That's my next question.
Oh, out short.
Marix has let the ball go. Stare. Makes it worthwhile in the end, and they will just commit to this.
They're going to get away with a bit of highway robbery right here. They're baiting out the U-turn with the fake plant. Very good. Right, understanding that they still have pistols here. It's not like they have a big buy. So just making sure...
Can go wrong.
Yeah, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Damage, but that's it. Not an AWP tagging through. Surely not. 2 smokes, Alex.
This is actually getting
a
bit weird. They're talking about how to deploy those smokes. You know there's 1 sandbags. You know it's likely short and ramp. Smoke short. Rouse flash. Gets the info that they are staring at him. Here comes Buster's smoke to obscure the bomb. Better remember where you planted, boys. Better remember where you planted, boys, because Kickert getting frags in the smoke. He gets another. Spiidi to clutch. He's ready, and he's waiting for you. Buster's gone. A big clutch from Spiidi, but Sprout with a surprise pace change. Run over the outsiders.
That was really well done, like with the nade, because that nade not only found Jame, but normally your Kinder likes to do a little bit of a jump peek there anyway. So it started really well. This was it. The HE's coming through the smoke, and that was the go. So I liked it. That's definitely working against the team they're playing against. So nice little maneuver right there, and that's going to make outsiders look a little bit silly, actually.
Oh, I thought they had it, man. That was nearly a 2v4. Good attempt, all things considered. It's going to try the same trick again. This time just the 1 nade, and it is not quite on the mark, on the money.
Bit of a broken buy here as well. I know that they all have rifles. Buster into the Famous, but there's not a kit. And this could be where it really starts to spiral out of control for outsiders in this first half. Now, they've already got more rounds on the CT side they're doing against Furious. That's nice. But realistically, outsiders would be wanting to get this one done quite clean so they can turn their attention towards tomorrow with as much focus as was left in the tank. 7:30 tomorrow, all 3 games playing simultaneously right here on this very channel. Well, not all 3 games on the same channel. That would be impossible.
Impressive.
But we have B and C streams.
Welcome to the ESL Pro League Red Zone.
We did try to do that. Remember one time it was Mitch and Lauren?
Yeah, I remember. Not easy to pull off.
No, difficult to do. I think it'd be something to do during a major when there's like so many games and a Swiss system going off.
Yeah, but you'd have to have a very well-constructed crew. Because someone has to have the... Because I tried to do it for TI, and it was entirely me that decided which stream I was jumping into. I ended up having 3 Valve employees behind me, all having this dialogue, and it ends up being very convoluted and confusing. Deciding which game when, what moments when, keeping the dialogue making sense.
You could never always nail it, could you?
Never. No, and you'd end up leaving a game that was doing nothing, and as soon as you left, something crazy happened, and you're just chasing your tail. Slack's the same, actually, as he's got his knife out, as he's run on down. Calls 6 for the CT. Sprout just victims of the clock and an opening pick or 2.
The quicker stuff, I like it. The slower stuff, they're just getting whittled away out here. Now, to be fair, they lost some early deaths there. So that was going to make it a bit harder for them to operate. But let's see if they can have a little bit of a pocket strat. They've got just around that 2.5K mark for most, where they can invest into some light pistols. Loss bonus into the next round will be 2,900. So as long as you keep yourself, you know, about the 2K mark in the bank, you'll be looking pretty good. Couple of techies, couple of smokes, and back towards A, and just up the ramp, they are rummaging. Jay might get run down.
Yeah, Nade's good on Rals. Oof, lots of damage and more to come. Nade, spray, Yakinda's right there with them. He does fall, puts an MP9 into Sprout hands. Nice quick clear of short. Flit has secured it.
Okay, well, these three should just peter out here. I haven't used that one in a while. I've been trying to stay away from peter out.
Peter out?
Yeah. Might peter in.
Peter in. Don't know any Peters that frag.
No, Peter is like probably a name.
Sorry, Peter. I just realised there's actually a PTR in in this group.
He's Dirty Peak Pete.
That is Dirty Peak Pete.
He's not a Peter. We know him.
Peak with an E or an A. EA or a double E?
Well, it depends if he's at the top of his game or if he's gone for a swing.
Exactamundo.
I have a good one with loose and lose, but I can't do that one on broadcast. Might upset a couple of people. Would have to say a naughty
And it's probably,
word.
I would assume it's probably a little scientifically inaccurate as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so.
But it is a fun one.
I'm sure it's fun.
It's fun.
It's a shame how many people I see actually like.
It's crazy how we're having this conversation with each other while not actually having this conversation.
Yeah, we probably should stop. I don't know. There's probably a lot of teenagers in the chat that haven't done their research. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
7-4. The score's on the doors.
Knock a door and indeed dash to the next round. Round 12. Let's go. We do see the AWP in James' fingertips again. Buster has got such a confidence in this. Half the time he's here as you arrive, half the time he doesn't even bother going.
He's going to get a shock though, Alex. They're already in.
Oh yeah, that's more than he bargained for. And again, it's Rouse on the entry. He did this on A. And now this time, no funny business, no over-committing or rotating. They're just going to plant, play it out.
Save.
And save.
All right, well, we'll see you guys in 40 seconds time.
Dupree, everyone's saying, of course. That's Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Peter Rasmussen.
Well, yeah, but I know him as Dupree.
I do, yeah. I don't say, hey, Pete. Hey, Pete.
Like, even though we see them around and stuff, I very rarely refer to players by their first names.
Truth. And they
Not because I don't want to, it's just...
Call you Spoonge.
Yeah. Hey, Sponge. I'll reply to that.
Dupree is a Peter, guys. We got it. Yeah, message received. That's true.
But, like, Peter is a bit of, like, around my dad's age, there's a lot of Peters. A couple of Pauls.
Yeah. I knew a lot of Peters growing up. I think it's just been phased out for like gemstones and birth months now.
Oh, they have got a bit crazy with the names, haven't they? I
mean, like, I met a woman called July. Oh, wait, maybe it was just Julie. Thank you. Here all week. Thank you. Try the veal. Try the veal. Thank you.
It was veal last night. I avoided it. All right. Well, that was a very unexciting round.
It's over now.
But thanks to Rouse.
Thank you, Rouse.
I like Rouse.
Let's thank Mr. Rouse in the chat.
He's pretty well spoken, Rouse.
He is. He is. I mean, he's been on this pursuit of glory and for some time now.
I think I was reading the Sprout social media. They were in the Reddits the other day, and I think he said this is like his first professional team, like paid team.
Yo, really?
Yeah.
That's sick. And you've got Spiidi, in stark contrast, who's repping his quarter-finalist at DreamHack Winter 2014.
Crazy, right?
2014. Most of you were 10 years old when he was winning
Crazy. That. Absolutely mental. Well, here we go, here we go. Let's see if this one is a little bit more interesting of a round, Alex. I can't guarantee it.
Hold your horses. Buster's doing something different. Let's see if Marek's... Because he's got to keep working it out. And then, oh, this is such a cheeky one.
They're really trying to bully Buster, though, right?
Hi, I see you. And down goes Buster. Surely they commit. You know the setup. You know the setup.
Again.
Flit confirms their suspicions, their worst fears. Jame overrun. It's Marek's again with a headshot already. The site is theirs.
Safe.
And they do seem to have found a nice recipe to exploit the setup of outsiders. Does this force a second to be early?
I think, yeah, well, it also means that Buster should play a little bit more passive because, you know, the one time that he went middle, he got caught off guard rotating back in. That was at no fault of his own. Jame probably called a 4A. This time he's super aggressive and he dies and then they just flood into B. So there's the differences between those two. But I think maybe the Sprout guys got, one of them got Hampus's room. Because they're playing the Just Go B from Ancient right now. They probably just found a little sheet of paper, had Hampus scribbled on top of it with Just Go B, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, he actually doesn't use pens, Hampus. It's exclusively finger painting for his notes. It's just one of those things that we learned from DJL.
Well, like he says, it's a bit more, it helps with the creative
it's
side.
Like interactive.
Yeah.
It keeps him engaged. He prefers to use the primary colors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's red, green, and blue.
Fair enough.
Is that all the primary colors? Let's go primary school here.
I do feel like we're learning or relearning every day.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's just red, green, and blue. Yes. Okay. Because of course you can
mix them together.
You can get your yellows and your...
Okay,
yeah.
well that's fair enough.
Right.
Let's see, Outsiders. You've saved again. What are you going to do different this time? Buster, well, back towards B, but he does have some help. So there you go. There's the difference.
Oh, that couldn't have been better time. Just as he was
followed him.
W, it follows them on the S. Buster. Why is he so hungry for the fight? James Molotov'd out. Will retreat now.
Still coming.
Oh, he saw the toe. Oh, they're so dead. At least a deterrent in the form of a Buster tap and
Immediately run away.
Yeah, no thank you very much.
But look at Stair. He might get your Kinder. I don't think they know.
James does. James more than prepared, Stare.
Your Kinder is wide open to that position the entire time.
Yeah, James had short, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Well, fortune favors the brave.
You'd be brave to go A after this. They aren't victims of the clock yet, but Buster's going to activate and lock
I think
the door.
he had enough of getting bullied.
Lock the door behind them. Slams the log across.
Throw away the key.
Yeah, this is horrible. This is going to end in a matter of seconds as they round this corner. Oh, he even got Flash to bring the fight just as they go. Oh, Flash and go. Spiidi opens 3 perfect frags. It's Jane with the triple of his own. The Deagle close quarters finishes it off. And now to plant is Raoul's. Can he clutch up? He's been good for it. Drops the smoke early. Jane will ruin his day. What a round out of Jane. 5 kills, an ace to shut it all down. Locked on for the close. It looked like they'd thrown it away.
It did indeed. It did indeed. You know what that was from James? You guys go in and die so I can get my ace right here, guys. How did that even happen? The kills all happened so quick. What was this? This was the first on Stair Lurky Boy. And then James hits one more with the orb. The Deagle comes out. Bang. Bang. Oh, the fadeaway on Slacks too. He was trying to get out of there. I don't know if he was trying to hit the shot. It doesn't matter. Beautiful stuff from James. And here we go, round number 15, half number 1, map number 2, and Buster's on the way down to the first floor.
Yeah, that's revenge, and it feels a whole lot better to be finding it here for a 7th T round. Game time. It is game time here. Stair has been such a consistent thorn in their side on A. He's just there.
Smokes, doesn't he?
He loves a smoke.
Oh, out through the boards. At least Kicker's drawn something back. Come on, Sprout, you need this one. 5v3 with, what, a minute 20 on the clock. We know you're good for it.
Flash isn't going to keep James from moving. He's floating back upon Flit's request.
Stack, eh?
Yeah, that makes sense. You're at the man disadvantage. You want info or you want a stack? And it does look like it will be the former. Oh, easy as that, Steph. In his little burrow. Good for the one tap. James trying to flash his teammate in here. If Rouse doesn't go, he's going to be dead. Absolutely cooked.
I know that both are here. Do they still commit? They can fall back. There's enough time to fall back. Because you know with the flash assist that both players are here. They're still going in.
Spiidi is usually... Oh, they are so grouped up on short. Oh, this is a very fine margin we're living in. Kicker knows. He tags and he frags. Bomb loose. Pressure now as the smokes will fade. It's Slacks and Spiidi to close.
8 bullets.
Oh, and Outsiders are playing as well. 8 on the mag. James strikes as the hunt continues. And now Slacks is sitting there staring at his screen, wondering what he's supposed to do. 10 seconds. Kicker's heard him. They played this to perfection. These guys have been teammates for so long, and you can tell non-verbal or verbal communication. They move gracefully out of a 2v3, fight their way into a 9-6 scoreline. We're going to have to take a break. When we do come back, we'll see how Sprout's Vertigo pick plays out. We swap the sides. It's Sprout's turn to defend.
What up, Future Pros? I have a nifty fast A smoke I saw Apex throw to help you on your pistol A rushes. You throw this smoke from the T spawn and it will block off the left side of the A side, allowing your teammates to run up short with a bit of smoke coverage.
It actually suggests I go to a kindergarten education seminar. Your primary colors are blue, red, and yellow. Yellow, not RGB. I've been spending so much time in the digital realms, I just assumed RGB was indeed educational, as opposed to frag sensational. This could go horribly wrong for the CTs. And it's not too bad. A double on the taps. Stare, he's continuing to be a fragging menace and presence. The boys will retool here. Outsiders given the edge in the 1x bet odds, unsurprisingly, but competitive nonetheless.
Very passive on A. You just saw with Raul's position just how much of a retake scenario this is going to be. They have a smoke for the bomb, and Raul's has a kit. So this could still get out of hand. Now, Raul's, the man I mentioned, has been gooshed on down. Bomb planted and 40 seconds thrust onto the clock.
Oh, you don't want it to be Raul's going for that defuse, do you? If it does come down to it, he just doesn't have the health to deal with that spam.
Drop kits when, Volvo?
Yeah, next question. He's got a sick lineup. Gets it. He might stick out. You're going to have to get that right. Raul's is on his way. Oh, and the shots come in. Yakinda 1. Slacks to neutralize. And he is going for
Bodyguard me, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, whoa, and that's it. Slacks, Stare combine. It's just the two of them. They get it done nicely, convincingly.
Do they tie things up at this point and get themselves into a 9-9 scoreline? We're about to find out if Outsiders go for a bye. All started well in middle here. Flit with just the one. Great from Stare with the multi-frag. And to trust your players to bodyguard you as Raul's right here, you're putting your entire fate, the entire fate of the round in their hands. So good shots on the way back through. But it's not an all-in. It's a hero AK drop from Yakinda to kick it. So kick it. You're going to want to milk the most out of this, mate. Defensive smoke in response here to the Nafany. And they're just going to bide their time. So aggressive on B lobby during all of this. Stare will have, Spiidi, who will have some early information. Stare over to Wade with Slacks to defend.
I mean, once Slacks gets his AWP, I think Stare and Slacks could be a real potent combination. Info. Flash. Go! Whoa. Very nice headshot. Stares kept it level and managed to get back into sight. So mission accomplished.
4 for somebody, though.
True.
You take that one.
That's what better way to apply that. Ooh, AK. That's a nicely placed incendiary.
Is he going to give the AK over here, Kicker? He is the only one with armor, right? So likely... Oh, he's actually swapped it out. They're pre-picking.
Oh, this could go so well for Raul. It's time to farm up if the crosshair's not there. Stare is, and another heavy fragging round from him. Started the pistol with 3, comes into the second round as well.
This is one of the good things to see, right? Because obviously Marix and Stare are risks that Sprout have taken. They're not names on anybody's radar, especially within the upper echelons of Counter-Strike. So the fact that they're giving these guys an opportunity to come in, it also turns their team from a German squad into an international squad. That's quite curious too. Obviously alongside of Raul's and Berry as the coach. So it's no longer Sprout the Germans, it's Sprout the international team that can.
I mean, we saw how long Sprout the Germans ended up just being kind of farmed by those above them for talent, favoured the most recent departure.
Well, they have been able to buy here. James Orb out, Yakinda into it. Deegan, oh.
You know what? I reckon Buster's spent a lot of time on this side of the map. Yeah, oh, the reload. Marix just assuming there was no punish. There was a smoke up and there was such uncertainty, but Buster, he secures certainty through the read and the sound cue.
Yakinda's come and picked himself up a FAMAS here, so that's nice for him. That molly dissuades the boost, but you have to gamble if you Sprout right now. You don't have too many options as far as that goes.
I like that he bothered to be there, throw the util, and then immediately knows he's going to gamble A, because it does look like Outsiders are going to fall into... It's not even a trap, it's fall into the stack.
You can get out here, Slacks.
It's enough. Pull some more util out. They've got plenty of their own, these CTs. 2 incendiaries if the time gets sensitive.
Very true. It's one-way smoke about to be lobbed out here towards top.
They're worried about B. This is such a bad call. Unless they wanted to have another go, I guess, but I felt like there was some grounds for this.
They did stack the right place. Now that Rouse is actually going all the way over towards the hidey hole on B, you can see him tucked in towards the quad position. Flit should be able to walk in, Kickett's here to help, and yeah, you're right. Well, it's a save. It's a save. It's, you know, this is the thing with a gamble. If you gamble correctly, you get a chance to truly contest. If you gamble incorrectly, you still walk home with something. It's better than the casino, where they'll take everything.
Yeah, the house doesn't always win in our gambles, that's for sure. Because it's a question of, you know, what do you prefer? You're going to have 2 softened blows. It's whether or not you keep hold of your rifles, which they do.
And they will be able to buy next round, right? Because Marix will be able to purchase for himself. They're going to have a 1400 loss bonus coming through, and Slacks can drop something for Spiidi. So they should be fine, should be tidy. And that utility you spoke about, it would have been great to dissuade the plant over towards A, but now it's better they don't have to reinvest in it. Or maybe not better, but that can be the use case. Bomb goes off. 10th round poster for Outsiders now.
10-8, a very competitive scoreline. See if it can stay that way. We had a 9-6 half. Buster did just kind of school Sprout in that respect. It's unlikely he's going to be going for anything similar. I mean, I'm sure he'll throw some bullets into the smoke, and more in reference to Marix and his hold on B. I think he might want to just put a lid on it for now.
Yeah, if Outsiders can win this game, if can win this round, they can close down the game quite quickly here. So this is a very important round right now for Outsiders if they want to get it done ASAP. Ooh, aggressive stance taken from Stair. Flashed forward, nothing spotted just yet.
Heard the bomb drop. Loud. It'd be great if Slacks could do something to segment them. And at least clears the close right. God, that wall bang is right above his head. He holds his crouch key, holds it tight. And we're okay for now.
Used a lot of utility here, but aren't getting anything back for it. So they didn't find a kill off of that. They didn't even get any damage. So it's a lot of utility used right now from Sprout without any positives. It is taking time off the clock, so...
What is that smoke from Stair? He's whiffed an Anthony, I think. Here's 2 up the ramp. Slacks caught out. Kickett just catching a pace. Bit of a misplay there. And it will be punished. This is the Outsiders.
Flash. It's very deep.
Oh, good for the trade. Stair stands vigilant on the top of ramp to make it 3, advancing towards his position. With the bomb retrieved, Flick can evaporate.
They might have to start running if they want to get in towards B, though, right? This is the thing. Marix isn't in position right now, but they would have to make sound cues. Are they just going to... Oh, well, now they've been spotted. Are they just going to save? No, they're hightailing it. They are heading towards B.
Marix not continued his walk.
10 seconds.
Marix, you really would love to stop that plant, and it's going to be very difficult if Buster gets across. He's across, and they hit the shot. That's round winning. James tagged up earlier by Spiidi, just looking to save.
This is why... you saw the barrel, Spiidi.
No, it could have been so punishing. Look at what James has brought into this round.
Jeez, he could have had no loss bonus here.
Yeah, he'd have had
huge
peanuts.
Unlucky for Spiidi there, just not... Well, not spotting it, because he definitely did on his screen, right? There was no doubt about that. I'm sure one of the dead teammates would have called that out, but they recovered that situation. And then Sprout got very biffy towards the top of A. Timeout taken. This time it's going to be called by Sprout. This is their 3rd so far within the match. This is the wallbang that almost could have been. James just not landing the bop on the head right there. He had the right idea, just not the right finish. This is the thing with VP, with Outsiders, is they find themselves in a lot of these situations where... I don't even know how to explain it. I really have a hard time explaining it here with these guys, but with how volatile the type of Counter-Strike they play is, they'll go for saves, which... they're trying to drop there, they go for these volatile type of situations because it's late round, and if it doesn't work, they have to save. So they will lose more rounds than maybe they should.
That's why this paid by the round meme has been memed into existence.
Yeah.
It's a byproduct of their approach to victory.
Because they'll get there eventually. Yeah, they do. It's just they give away a lot, and the games always look close. Well, that's giving away a lot too, Buster. An opening again here for Outsiders, and a big mid push from Rouse. This is a huge play.
That's really cool. I don't know if they'll even consider it. James usually quite considered, but it's got a pace to it, and so is Kicker. So is Kick. I don't know if Stairs even ready for the walk-up. Doesn't matter. He's evidenced or provided evidence against that theory. And the frags keep coming. Looking a little discombobulated are the Outsiders.
Yeah, not looking good at all here. It's going to be now, well, in this half, only 1 T round so far, so really good stuff from Sprout to be able to fend them off. And if you're Outsiders right now, you're probably just wanting to go for another save. As much as that doesn't sound like the right option, as much as you'd like to see them get stuck in for a round, you've got 35 seconds on the clock and only 2 players remaining against 5. It just doesn't seem doable.
I think you'd have to actually try and give them the round if you're a Sprout. You'd have to actively be trying not to shoot them and stop the plant.
I think the thing is, with this push from Rouse, they should really try and take away all these guns.
Yeah.
Like, I know they don't have a massive bank built up on the other side, so that might be what Outsiders are hoping for here, but if you can deny Jame and Flit the loss bonus, that'd be nice. You're walking back to Rouse, boys, and you don't even know it.
It's really in their interest to not die after time. Surely you push a little bit, surely you punish, you try your best, you try... No, respected and given another chance.
Okay, well, let's see if the third time's the charm for James AWP just here. I think it should be an eco for everybody else from Outsiders. Just be Flit and Jame carrying through these weapons. But now, tied up 10-10 and close, as we all expected. I truly believed that this would be a 3-map series today anyway between the two. And that is just as, once again, by the nature of the way the Outsiders approach the game. Top rope. It's the people's elbow right there from Step.
RKO out of nowhere.
Jame probably thinking about saving again already.
I swear. We're on the same track. I was going to ask how Jame entry frags, actually. I was going to propose it in an ironic approach.
Normally you go first.
Yeah, okay, so let's see if he does that. Here he comes. We'll post up.
Oh, okay. And delivers.
The Rouse has already secured this, but Buster is the unknown entity. Jame continues his prowl. He is susceptible to a swing on Heaven.
He can get close at least. Like,
so much space and info.
thing is, Jame would love to have taken a deep pick there in towards elevator room, but they need to get the smoke down so the bomb can get planted. Trying to bait at the util.
They're doing a lot. They're doing a lot. They've pulled all the util out now. A second incendiary. That's great.
No re-smoke here, though.
Plant. Yeah, they won't be smoked. They're walking into B. They're trying to plant the bomb, and your Kinder's down. The bomb not planted. Oh, well, we know how this one ends. 11 for Sprout. Jame in trouble, in jeopardy. 17 and 5. Quite the KD.
How is he only died 5 times?
Oh, hits the Marek's hunt, but not today, sir, Raul says. Buster's gone round the world, and Spiidi considers it last minute. Nasty payoff for Buster, but that is 11, and that's Sprout taking the lead here. They have not seen too much trouble and strife.
How has he only died 6 times?
Yeah, in an entire map of Counter-Strike.
21 rounds of play. He's died 6 times.
That's the Jame way. He's got the most expensive gun, and he treats his life accordingly.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
5? It does sound wrong.
It does.
6, actually. That's because it was
just
right.
Then, yeah. Well, all right. Let's see. Timeout called, and surprisingly, which should come as a surprise with the scoreline as it sits, the first timeout for Outsiders within this matchup. Jame can buy. Flit, well, he will buy, but it won't be a full buy. Yakinda, 6 kills to his name, so if you're going to look towards him to find an opening, he's having a rough go of things. Now would be the time for him to wake on up and get a kill or 2 as they try and progress up A. So we've had 6 rounds played here in the second half, 2 of which have finished with timeouts. Only 1 of those 6 have managed to go Outsiders' direction, so let's see. Limp smoke thrown at the ramp here, going to give them something to operate behind, but choosing to wait out the spam and early nades. James' flash would be the go. They're not going at all, so stalled out very, very quickly here.
Kinder's not up mid, so who's responsible for that?
Is Rouse just going to push again and be behind them? Because that has been quite a key. Now, I know he's over towards A, but if he goes for an in-game leader push again, he could secure this forklift room with just one kill on to kick it.
Marek's to be tested.
He's got Spiidi alongside him. Slacks is passive mid. Rouse solo A with the float of stare back and forth between the two.
Yeah, the angles here are very unique. And a well-placed smoke that, as long as you don't walk under it, is going to keep their feet planted. They're considering a boost. This is nerdy. Sticking out like a sore thumb, sure, but as long as Marex is well-trained, patient, he's
Do they stay when the smoke fades?
I wouldn't be surprised if they have a good go, and that's not bad. Yakinda actually manages to catch one as the base of the totem pole.
Rouse is pushing A. If they run back to A, they're going to run into this man.
Spiidi tucked in tight. Kick it, lazy clear, knife out, and dead. More to come, and that was a necessary dink.
Do they even have time?
10 seconds, there's no one to stop him. Flit, ready to be given a rifle, and now they've lost the round, yeah.
This is VP's playstyle when it's ugly to watch and it's not fun. Like, there's two versions of the way that these guys approach the game, and this one right here is the one that is just like, man, really? Again? It just leaves so much wanting. Because I think since the addition of Flit, they've been obviously a lot more exciting. They've had a few more pages in their strat book, and pace was one of them. But right now, at this juncture, it's just...
I imagine when the going gets tough, it's easy to default back to your default settings.
But like, I understand why they were waiting at all that util as well. But you're trying to play so late. When you play that late, nothing can go against you.
Yeah.
Everything has to go for you. It's just hard. It's just hard to watch, isn't it?
It's hard to play, I'm sure. You can see no smiles on the outsiders' camp. But usually, about this point in the game,
if someone has a massive 3K.
Yeah, it's going to be Buster, I reckon, with his Tech 9 kicking open a door somewhere.
And then what happens is it's round for round all the way into overtime, and then they'll win 19-15.
Yes. Absolutely. The usual script, but let's find out. So Lurky Smoke does completely obscure view. You can see that's well calculated. Keeps Spiidi in the dark. Rouse has been much more proactive than we've seen previously, and it's enabled them to get some very early control mid. They could get a fast flank if they're really brave.
It's just Spiidi playing retake A, right? They can walk onto A right now, and this flash is dissuading them. It's given enough time for the push to keep on coming through. And look at this, it's a molly and a flash to go. They just have to biff onto the side here. The smoke's going to help. Spiidi's grab one. That is very, very good.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the rifles. If you want a silver lining, Spiidi lucky to have gotten away from that. They can play their numbers now. We've got retake smokes, I would imagine. A boost as well, not a bad option. No warp to Overwatch, but a rifle posted up is
Flit's so brave.
Yeah, he could have gone down there. Glad he thought better of it. Kick it caught. Yakinda short.
They going for this?
Running out of time. Flit ready to... Ooh. Draw fire, draw blood. Yakinda's to close. They're both on shore. A nice shot from Slacks in the air. Where is that flank? A little late.
Has to sit it.
He's not, and that's the round. Just like that, James confirmed it and gets away. So, there you have it. Outsiders are keeping it simple. They got the space early and used it.
Both teams are playing silly games and winning silly prizes right now. Still enough money to drop across and buy back in for Sprout. But yeah, the fact that Outsiders get away with this one, a smoke to the right side of the site, a molly and a flash was literally all they had to go there on the A attack. Spiidi did a lot.
That's what we in the public server realms call a full execute.
Yeah. Oh, dearie me.
Yeah, nice, boys. Sick execute. We got 2 smokes and a flash. That was it.
Oh, the Dusters called another timeout here. I would too, because I don't think anybody's been calling this T-side for Outsiders so far. But a full buy for both teams if we take a little bit of a look, take a bit of inventory. Jame with one, AWP, Slacks with the other. Everybody else equipped. defuse kit as well out there for Rouse. So there should be no dramas. But a very important round in the game here. Loss bonus only 1,900 into the next for Sprout, whereas on the other side of things, it is going to be 2,900 for Outsiders, but then they will be down a 2-round hole. It would be 13 to 11. So getting broken late on the CT side, it could almost be worst nightmare type stuff here for Sprout.
Oh, counter flash. Set up and knocked down. Kick at the skittle. Bowled over.
They've done their homework, haven't they? Sprout looked prepped for a couple of these little moves. I think they just have to go B, and with a bit more pace here. Buster boosted, Buster dead. Arix has dealt with that with ease, and now they know there's at least one more towards B lobby. Another flash, another alley-oop. Spiidi having a game, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so aware. Like, he's just playing like a high top fragger and supporter of the entire squad. It's a rare combination, but he's done both with style. This is a really powerful angle. It's very hard not to get one on the jiggle. Slacks thinks better of a re-peek, and they will take the space he's given.
Great smoke. They don't need to do anything now. They don't need to do anything at all. Just let him come.
Oh, he's good.
Let him come.
Yep. He has given him a nice, big, encouraging frag, though. Stare overextending. Invisible line drawn in the sand. 4 versus 3, though. Still a man advantage. Slacks would have to miss this on Flit for it to get scary.
Flash.
Oh, even better. Don't
Getting
even
scary now.
see them. And now a nade onto both of them as they wrap on into the site. This is really shaping up nicely. Oh, and a miss from Slacks.
This is going to be a 3v5.
Yep.
They have accounted for Rouse.
Has to plant though. Flit has to plant. Trying to bodyguard his James. Spiidi knows he could ruin the whole plans. He does push through. Threads the needle. Marix and Spiidi to clutch. No smoke and no Spiidi. He's going to hit a second no. Marix too quick on the draw. And he's got plenty of time to scoop up that AWP from the floor. That is a must-win round for Sprout. It's going to mean a lot. And Marix, the one to pull it across the line. New addition from Luxembourg, no less. And I went to have a look on Liquipedia, looking for players from Luxembourg, and the only one on record is Marix.
That's quite nice.
It is cool.
That's a very good thing to have next to your name. Repping the whole country. Yeah, that's where it almost went wrong, right? This was good from Flit. He gets 2 during all of this. So the bomb going down initially, Yakinda falls, Flit trades, but really good awareness from Spiidi there, knowing that they can isolate that, just coming through the smoke, using it against them. And then all Marix has to do is finish off the final frag.
I love the way the Observer team were watching, because you saw Jame and Spiidi both working out at the same time. You know, the plant was going down, Jame had an AWP, it was smoked, and they both were trying to solve that at the same time. Really cool. Yakinda's got a bit of a pace change ahead of him.
He's going to creep through here, I think. Oh, that's hit him. He's heard that.
Turns to flash. Nearly a brilliant from Stare. He has Slacks. Locked and loaded on the sandbags. Takes 2. Molly's coming. Nades rather. They're swinging up short. They found the gap. This is going to get really weird now. Really weird as they go through. They had no idea. Rouse has done enough for at least for 1. 2 on 2. Very early doors. We've got a very fruity mid-round ahead of us.
And Marix already with this push is the big question mark here. Spiidi just needs to live or dink.
Oh, he's actually done more than that. He's taken down Buster as well as dinking Jame.
He's really on a heater right now, and that's it. That is it. 14 rounds for Sprout. Well done.
Yeah, really, I'm pleasantly surprised and impressed. This is not like Sprout were, you know, presented the impossible. You can see Barry's requesting a timeout. Rounds will provide. A bit more time to get my thoughts in order. But yeah, I mean, they were certainly the underdogs. We saw a 4-to-1 odds at the start of this one, but it's not for lack of trying and not for lack of potential. I think Spiidi really is keeping this team just with their head and shoulders above outsiders at this point in time. They're reads and outsiders, sometimes victims of their own decision-making.
But if we should, well, we should definitely highlight this CT setup that is being played. It isn't this traditional, let's get full ramp control, let's continue to fight. That was one of the rounds where they've actually been a bit more forward with Slacks over towards Sandbag, right? But more often than not, they're foregoing the site, or they're playing a little bit more passive, and they're going for pushes elsewhere and taking space elsewhere. So they're trying to solve this puzzle in a different way than other teams would. And it's cool to see. They're showing that there is definitely diversity on a map like Vertigo that's available if you want to give it a try. But they bought. Of course they have. Jame, Tech9, same for Flip, Khalil for Yakinda, and 2 AKs for Kicker and Buster. The Kazakhstani duo. slow again. Same page of the strat book being ripped on out here from Outsiders to have this clock siphon down and just getting found in no man's land. The flash repeaks, it's great. Yeah, fantastic work.
I mean, but they had to have the confidence and the understanding of their opponent right there. They knew they would have a rifle advantage.
Oh, guys, you do the flash peek. They've seen this before. Molly close.
Might be up for another if it's not Marix to steal him. Yep, lovely. And they're just bringing the fight to him. You're not letting Outsiders play their game.
Here's the thing, Inferno next, right? And they get to start on the CT side. Now, we can already start thinking about some of the things that we've seen on this map that we like. Rouse, behemoth clutches, Slacks likes to float mid consistently with the AWP. Like, start to piece together a way that it could be one out here. Imagine a Sprout 2-0 against an Outsiders who are actually fighting, trying to contest that third spot in the group. This is them just letting it go.
Yeah, and I think Yukinda kind of summarized a lot of VP Outsiders' thoughts. It's my first.
Yeah, I had a couple today.
But, you know, actually kind of making it clear that they thought they had the Ents win as a gimme. And
maybe they thought the same here.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I spoke to Flit after their Ents loss and said, "Are you good, man?" And he was like, "I'm not good, but it's okay." And I think that's essentially where they're at.
Yeah, it won't be good after this.
No, certainly not. Not if Vertigo has been exploited to this extent. You know, Outsiders, they're usually good for it. Boosting into the domain of Marix.
Interesting angle he's opted for here.
Yeah, enables him to turn the flash nicely. He doesn't imply he wants to clear. And that's a try. That's a frag. James gone in the back lines. They are in, though. This is good stead, good ground. One through mid late. Spiidi, what are you going to do with that smoke? You're going to have to swing through. He does! And he finds another equalizing frag. The trades are there. The push is not. And shut down. It's Buster to pop off with a quick three-piece bargain bucket.
Do you think that this is the thing, right? The real story of of Outsiders, god damn it, is coming back in these situations, right? And going to overtime and really pushing teams to the absolute limit here. If that's the case again right now, and they go 3 more consecutive rounds and we do quite genuinely go to overtime, it's just getting it's beyond a joke. It is beyond a joke at that point. Like, how does it happen? They've made them eco late.
It's like the kids who would always do their homework the night before, but they'd still get Bs, so they'd never learn.
I hated those kids.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, man.
I was like a C average.
Okay.
I didn't really like school very much.
It probably wasn't initiating your...
Primary school I did all right.
Did you learn your primary colours?
I did.
What are they?
Yellow, blue, and red.
Nice, bro, nice.
Primary numbers, on the other hand.
Starts with 6, I think.
Don't let your kids who are impressionable listen to us. Ever.
No.
We apologize for wrong learning.
Were you calling prime numbers primary numbers there?
Yeah.
So I think the primary numbers are 3.14. There's a 6 and 7 and an 8 and a 9.
What's pi again?
That was it. I don't know, like off the top of my head,
3.16.
it's like 3.14159265359, something like that.
Off the top of your head?
Yeah, off the top of my head.
Wow.
Off the top of the Google search result.
Remember, no calculator in your pockets, kids.
No, but at your fingertips for shizzle.
All right, here we go. This is it. Will Outsiders continue the comeback? Will they push us to overtime? Or will Sprout close it right here, right now? Next round, only 2,400 is the loss bonus for Sprout here. If they do drop this one, things are going to get prickly if they lose an opening and lose a bomb site. Nades on either side of things, just tickling up 2 players. Stare and kick it with the nod. And a bit of pensive work over towards middle here. Spiidi, the man to receive what could be Flit and Yukinda, who are just perched on the other side of this wall. And this slower play came back to bite them last time because they went for a late rotate back towards A, and Rouse's push down the A ramp was their undoing. They're playing a 3-man A setup, so this is more traditional. Spiidi is very passive on mid. They almost want to give them this room. Once Flit and Yukinda take it, how will they respond from Sprout?
That's nice.
It's almost like he's faking it here on his lonesome and allowing them to worm mid.
Working. They're wiggling into Spiidi, and he's lost his head. Already looking like outsiders could take this the distance. Vertigo is not done. Marix is, though.
They have to save. They have to save. There's no other call here. There's no way that Sprout can contest this. It doesn't make any sense. Remember, 2,400 into the next round of play. Holding on to these rifles is everything right now, and outsiders know it. If they start hunting, if they start looking for these boys and try and take these guns away, the buy next round is going to be rubbish.
They come in. They know how much is on the line. This is how they win by these economical margins. Bombs half ticked. OT looms. And really could be determined at the end of this one. Gotta be careful, Rouse. You gotta be careful. He drops the smoke. Nice find from Slacks, but he could still be overrun. They have nades. And he's got another. They have to hold on to these. All of the frags coming in. The nade is there, 10 HP. He could still be swung on. There's enough time. Bodyguarded by Stare. And we say play on. Sprout will have a chance to defend their honor.
That's massive.
That was necessary.
Like, it's so crazy that a save can mean so much, but really, it's worth so much right now to Sprout. It's worth everything, actually, because they can still get this done in 30. They can still get this done in regulation. No timeout called here from either team. Great little crack opening here from the both Flit and Buster onto the B site.
Good second shot to kick it, keep his hopes alive. Now let's see if they can close in regulation or if outsiders will have their wicked way once again. Condemned to the OT, a realm by which outsiders thrive.
Slow again, just waiting out a lot of this early utility meant to corral them. The flash pop plays over towards A ramp have been a nuisance, so they don't want to play any of those silly games. Yukinda trying to fake out B. Flash not going to catch Marix, is in this passive stance, has Spiidi with the Famas not too far away, and this is something different. Slacks is aggressive middle with the AWP. He's postured up, taking a deeper line. A lot of these footsteps will be heard. Rouse and Stare are also quite passive over towards A right now. How long can they really hold on to this utility? 3 smokes remaining. Well, one gets thrown out, make that... Oh, 2 have just been thrown out. Almost in unison here to block off different points.
That's not a bad call. It's 60 seconds to allow you to rejig the defense. Indication towards B quite heavily. I suppose they're going to go for a double pump fake here. Kick it and Flit to take contact A, or not.
This is getting very dicey now. 35 seconds and no contact has been taken anywhere.
Gambling, gambling, gambling. They're trying to keep you guessing, flustered. Bomb's going A. Bomb is going A. Bomb is A. This is so unfair. The pacing's great because Buster's still there. They worked it out. Charging through. 20 seconds. It all hangs in the balance, folks. All on that flash, that swing, that frag. It's kick it through short. Low through the smoke. Flit's just trying to get to the bomb. He's crab walking in with 10 HP. There's no nade to stop him. James to bodyguard. He's going for the play. Bodyguarded again, and we are off to overtime unless Marix can ace clutch. Oh, they do. Create the rounds and jump through the flaming hoop. 27 in regulation. We go into overtime. Crazy.
Ooh, idol, that's a strong word.
Ooh. That's a hard question. I think my Counter-Strike idol is nobody. I think everybody in this game is beatable. It has showed throughout all these years where we had different eras. Some players lose, some players win, but then the same players that win, they lose afterwards. It's always different. Obviously, first one in my mind is Simple, but I wouldn't call him an idol.
Pro League Season 50. We really are getting deep into the seasons and deep into this game. It is just still the first map. Sprout Outsiders has gone the distance. It felt like it was within reach in regulation, but fun and games do not end here. We continue and ride into the breach that is overtime. New funds, so it's not going to be max money. It's not going to be 10K. We opt for a nice middle ground of 12.5. We'll have some economics involved.
Yeah, for sure. I think if I was Outsiders, I would probably just... Look, you know how they're playing now, right? We have plenty of time to discuss it here. I'm sure James and Co have been able to piece it together as well. There should be a very good way to counter this. And if it is, do the slow, boring nothing for 1 minute and 20 seconds. There's something. And there's a death. So, problems.
Look at Spiidi. This is ballsy. He's backing himself with an angle like that. Changes his mind, rightfully so, as now he's been forced off and has to go. Flick quick. Slacks frag. Stare is doing a lot here. He just found the frag on ramp and has responded in time to deal with the mid push. Rouse is there, and this is a dream start for the CTs.
Just needed one of these and they could have got it done in regulation, but it doesn't matter how you get there, just as long as you get there.
Kazakhstan versus Luxembourg here in the ESL Pro League. That's gangster.
Okay.
Global offensive, baby, eat your heart.
Look how high Spiidi's desk is, by the way, compared to Stair's desk. Everybody else is... Spiidi's almost on a standing table.
Is he tall? Is he a tall lad?
I don't think he's any more than an average height.
Okay.
I wonder if his feet are touching the ground.
No, that would be a unique one. Just swinging back and forth like a joyful child.
He had to play on bar stools his entire life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kicker went for an early frag in the first 15 seconds and he died. So let's see if that will slow them down.
They're pushing mid with this AWAP here.
Oh, yeah, Kinder's ready. Oh, great frag. Not ready for Slacks. Slacks, can you retreat? Flit anticipated. Will he be eliminated? Tucked in for the Slacks clear. Can't believe Flit is this patient. And through the corner, Flit wins his duel. It's a big one. They have the numbers now, and Stair's going to have to be in limbo. Some extra nades drop. Nice catch. Some backup utility to be pursued.
They could easily just go for an A execute right now, right? They've got a smoke to smoke off one side of the side, the molly that they could also lob on out, and they have some flashes to work with here too. Stairs back over in time, and that utility that you were talking about would be great to dump on the plant spot. A HE and a molly combo, that could ruin this. Oh, there's a push. There's a big push from Marix. And he's down.
Quick flick.
Well, you know that Stairs normally the A holder, right? And Marix is the B holder. So I would go all the way back over towards B. And you don't have to, because Kicker, he'll make sure that we don't have to wait out that rotation time. 16-16.
Yeah, you watch the rotation, and then you have to watch the save as the bomb blows up as well.
But this is a Sprout timeout, and only their second. So Berry hasn't had to do a lot. He's been quite happy with the game plan that the boys have been chipping in with.
Adorable that Raul's had Berry at the tip of his tongue in terms of idols. That was cool. And Yakinda taking it as a chance to flex that actually I have no idols. I am my own idol. I like the attitude. He's definitely backed it up in the server more often than not.
Not so much right now. 12 kills for poor Yakinda.
Yeah, I mean, he is definitely a more volatile presence. Just by virtue of his style of play, it is going to be fight or flight for Yakinda.
Okay, well, Kickit has a Mac 10, Alex, and, well, he has 5.5k left over. So if he wanted, he could have had an AK. This will be quick. This is just going to be a fast mid-biff here. Watch this.
Imagine if he meets Spiidi, who didn't buy a helmet.
This. You glad you watched it?
Bad. There's more.
Well, the pace change netted them 0. Nothing, nada, nil.
So 1T round is going to be in the bank account as we swap sides. James and Flit to piece together the 2v5.
They're going to need 3 consecutive rounds. Is he trying to fake it? He's trying to fake it with the molly.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to try to take any advantage you can. Stair keeps it simple.
The James 1-on-5 will not be happening today.
That's what you say.
No, I'm positive.
That's what you say. James has other... 17-16. We do see the 2-1 division now. Sets the bar for Sprout to pick up their map pick. Just 2 rounds separating them.
I would throw something really crazy if I was Sprout. I would get like the craziest T-side strat that you could think of. and I'd do it.
Yeah, you're right. When you've got the 2 opportunities.
I'd love it if they hit Buster with like a run boost on B. Hit him with a bit of a run boost.
They were practicing it. They were practicing it in the warm-up.
Have a bit of mid control going on. We'll head over towards A. You have to be careful in this position of kicker when the smokes fade because you can actually get spotted by an AWPer through the tarpaulin. And he has dotted out in time. More utility being spilled down the ramp. That's not a super deep one. And wow, kick it. He's dead. Spiidi continues the climb. 25 kills for him.
2 to defend. Reshaping now, and just the 1 smoke to force a response out of the CTs, and there it is. A quick nade off the corner. Buster and Marix are in a bit of unlucky.
Wallbang and B push.
Gets them both. They're going to be within touching distance now of a regulation close. Kinder trying to use that smoke for a cheeky maneuver.
Oh, Rouse is aware.
He
got 2?
Both?
Sorry, what?
Stare must have just been collateral damage. Rouse the bait.
Oh, how is it 2 on 5 happening?
Marix is dead. They're pulling it out of the hat, pulling it out of their bottom. Yukinda.
He's gonna get Slacks. He's gonna get Slacks. The timing. Oh my god. Slacks is jumping up.
And now he gets Yukinda. Maybe not. It's James has to clutch. What is this game? I love us some counter. It can come in so many different shapes and sizes. This is all on James and his orb. A trusty weapon for the job. He'll Molotov the sandbags, or at least considers that an option.
They heard him now. They know exactly where he is. Slacks has 2 flashes here. He could even just go back and play safe and enable Spiidi. I don't think that was where the flash was meant to go.
Jumps into the line, knows it's going to be a hard one at the double peak, and Slacks doesn't let it slip. Perfect play from Slacks in the end. Did get a little sketchy there, as you can see that the outsiders can definitely get under your skin.
I think that, and I don't use this word often because like deserve in competition is like a word that I try to throw around, but I think that Sprout deserve this map win. I think that right now for outsiders, it's been a little bit of day-right robbery or late rounds hijinks that's gone their way. I know they've had to grind it out to get here, but Sprout have looked better prepared. I think that they played a better brand of overall Counter-Strike in this map right here. Spiidi's just taken a big chunk of damage there, down to 46 early.
Oh, that's a brilliant opener from Yukinda. And he's taken down the star of their T-side show. Stare will not be featured in the feed again.
So if we go 18-18, everybody, we go again. 19 would be the magic number for Sprout to get it done. But double OT is definitely not outside of the realms of possibility for outsiders.
Silence falls. Flashes exchanged. Yukinda to swing in. Oh, and Slacks was posted up for that. James just quicker on the trigger. That leaves a foreboding sense that this will be determined in the final round of play. Spiidi, Rouse, and Marix looking to try and overcome the odds.
Have time. It's just the kills that are lacking right now. And oh, Kick It just completely wallbanged a guy. That's not bad. Kick It.
Revenge.
They're both here on the ramp. Marix towards sandbag. Spiidi not too far away. Combine their health pool, not looking very, very good. 62 points of health between the two of them.
Yeah, it's easy to feel very locked out in this kind of scenario. You have to go for a bit of a crazy play, and he is loudly wrapping around. Spiidi catches 1. They know Kick It's in limbo, and that's nice. Very nicely handled. Kick It. No slouch at all, top of the scoreboard with James. 24 and counting for him here into our first overtime. Could very well be a second overtime. Outsiders to defend and force a second. Sprout to end it here in regulation, yes. Rare to hear the word deserve in your mouth, but I think... Oh, that was a lovely little line.
That's juicy, isn't it?
Yeah, really cool.
Like that one. Yeah, today could be a late one, ladies and gents. Well, missed flash there from Marix as well, but this is only the second series. We do have the barn burner coming up of Vitality versus FaZe later in the day. It was meant to start Oh, beautiful. They used that in regulation to get an opener on attackers. So that's great. Your Kinder's down. Okay, all right.
Now the building blocks are in place. An early frag, no trade. You know they're going to be segmented. James is actually in the perfect position to ruin their day here. If they go dry.
Two players are rotating away from B. Buster and Flit just started walking back.
Oh, that works out lovely. James does catch Rouse in middle, and now they'll, just by coincidence almost, be in a perfect position to respond to B. No one in a position to check A. Spiidi helping them with the smoke all the way from downtown, and they will just
here. Is it a commit?
Oh, it looks like a commitment. Slack's actually changing his mind.
I have to be so careful about this now.
He's just throwing a nade. They are going to commit to this. There's all three here. You're going through smokes for it. You're going through the smoke. Buster tagged up in the process. 45 as everyone's here. Good catch again from Spiidi. James still there. Flit literally in his pocket. And Stairs taking down the lurk. It is all on these two to take it to a second overtime. Sprout 3 or 2 frags away. Now it's to a 2-on-2. Kit on James. Threatening. Good Molotov.
Has to swing.
Has to swing. Forced back. Buys good time. He's very low on HP now. Who's going to take first contact? Spiidi and Stair both at half health. Flit can ruin this. Flit can secure this. Fake. Frag, holding, Stair to clutch up. James off the bomb. Play the time now. It's a hard angle to clear. He's holding it now. Oh, that's double tap through the boards. Locks it in. Vertigo is Sprouts.
Beautiful stuff here. Good to see them pick up a map victory. We've seen them grinding against all the opponents in the group so far. And Sprout, they came in prepared. They were looking good on Vertigo. You could see them identifying the tendencies of outsiders here today. And that's